This scenario is present in international schools. Objectives. At the end of the month, everyone will learn different word form in different languages.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Lucas Academy. Since this is our first day of school, you will introduce yourselves using your first language. Okay? And this also served as your attendance. Let's start with the Arab students.
Sabah al-Khair Rina Shatada Shada Min Alhan.
皆さん、おはようございます。私は名前は芦名美です。私、トシです。そして、私は日本から来ました。よろしくお願いします。
Hola, buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es de la Cruz, 16 años, de Talde, Italia.
안녕하세요. 림비입니다. 생육시 한국에서. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Sydney Mendez, 17 taong gulang, nakatira sa Pilipinas.
Thank you everyone for letting us know your different ways in introducing yourselves using your language. By the way, I am your teacher Jaya and your class advisor as well as your English literature teacher. So for today, it was nice to hear the different languages this morning. I learned a lot of your language. And before we proceed with our lesson, we will have, I would like you to introduce our first activity which will be done for the whole month.
What is it, teacher?
So we will be calling this activity as Word of the Day, but with a twist. Since I believe that everyone here is a multilingual student and you have your mother tongue language or your first language at home, we will be sharing each of our mother tongue language in class for everyone to know and have knowledge about it. This activity will have 5 mechanics. First, I will be the one giving you words. Second, you are required to translate that word into your mother tongue. Number 3, write it in your postcard I prepared for everyone. Number 4, before posting it to the word wall, you need to read it aloud to the class. And lastly, we will be doing this every time we will meet.
Hasanan, wakarimasu.
Opo, teacher.
Joayo, teacher.
Si, teacher.
Now let's start with our first word. It begins with letter A. So our word for today is appreciate. Again, appreciate. It means that to value or admire highly. Okay, class. What is appreciate in your own language? Let's start with Miss Iris de la Cruz.
Apreciar, ma'am.
Bumawad, ma'am.
Magpahalaga po.
Conscious.
Yukadaru.
Okay, class. You can now paste it in our word wall.
Okay, teacher.
Since we're done with our activity, let us now proceed with our topic. Let us now proceed to our topic, which is the complement. To define complement, a complement is a word or group of words that completes the meaning of the predicate of a sentence. 5 different kinds of complements can be found in English sentences. But today, I will only discuss the 3 of the complement, which is the first, direct object, indirect object, and object of the complement. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, first, we have the direct object. in Arabic, in Korean, in English, in Spanish, and in Filipino. So direct object is only found with transitive verbs. Direct objects complete verbs by receiving action from them. A direct object is a noun, pronoun, or group of words acting as a noun that receives the action of the transitive verb. I will give you an example and we will try to identify the direct object. So here is the example given. So, we bake a cake. We bake a cake. So can I ask one of you what is the word cake in your native language?
Cake. Kiko.
Cake.
Cake.
Pastel.
Okay, very good. Thank you for participating, class. Okay, let us go back to our discussion. Can anyone identify which is the direct object in the sentence? Anyone?
Teacher, the cake is the direct object in the sentence as it receives the action word baked.
Okay, thank you. So from this example, our direct object is cake as it receives the action and answer the question to what or what to the transitive verb baked. Got it?
Yes, teacher.
The next complement is the indirect object. In Arabic, in Korean, in Japanese, in Filipino, and in Spanish. So what is the indirect object? So indirect objects are found in sentences already containing direct objects. An indirect object is a noun or pronoun that appears with a direct object and names the person or thing that something to be given or to done for. So indirect objects only appear with transitive action verbs. So the example. Okay, I will read it for you, everyone. So, I gave the plant some water. Again, I gave the plant some water. So, I will ask again, each one of you, what is the word plant in your native language?
Masnay. Gonjang.
Gojo.
Halaman. Planta.
Alright, thank you everyone for sharing. So now, can anyone identify which is the indirect object in the given sentence?
Ma'am, the indirect object in the sentence is the word plant is masnay in my language.
Okay, thank you. So from this example, our indirect object is plant as we observe that we have already a direct object, water, and plant answers the question to what for what to the transitive verb gave plus the direct object, water. So, anyone got it?
Yes, teacher.
Everyone's doing a great job. So now, for the objective complement. So, in Arabic, in Korean, in Japanese, in Filipino, and in Spanish. So, an objective complement completes the meaning of the direct object in the sentence. It occurs, therefore, only in the sentence that already contain a direct object. So, an objective complement is an adjective or noun that appears with a direct object and describes or renames it. So, we have here an example. So, we appointed Emily ambassador. Again, we appointed Emily ambassador. So I will ask again, each one of you, what is the word ambassador in your native language? Again, what is the word ambassador in your native language?
Ambassador Safir. Desa.
Daisy.
Embajador. Embajador.
Alright, sounds great and amazing, class. So now go back to our last complement, which is the object complement in the sentence. Again, which is the object complement in the sentence? Okay, Miss Iris de la Cruz.
The ambassador or embajador in my own language is the objective complement.
Thank you. So from this example, our objective complement is ambassador as it answers the verb appointed plus the direct object Emily. So to the question what? Okay, got it class?
Yes, teacher.
That's good to hear. So any questions or clarifications? Okay, that's great. So I hope you've learned to identify the three kinds of complement that can be found in sentences. Thank you everyone for participating and see you in our next meeting. Class dismissed.
Point of view. In a diverse classroom, the teacher gives her students an activity wherein her students should make 2 poems. The first poem is using their native language, and then the other one is a translation of it.
Annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, ohayo, bonjour, good morning students. So I guess all of you already knew on speaking and understanding English, right?
Yes, teacher.
That's good because that would be our language here inside the class. So how are you? So how's your day making and communicating to your friends? So I know you're having a hard time speaking English since it is not your first language, but it's okay because we are going to learn it well throughout school year.
Yes, teacher.
Alright, so for today's discussion, we will be discussing what is poem. Okay? Today we'll be discussing about poem. So, anyone here have an idea what is poem?
Poem is a piece of writing that partakes of the nature of both speech and song. It is nearly always rhythmical, usually metaphorical, and often exhibits such formal elements as meter, rhyme, and stanzaic structure.
Okay, very good. So, poem, it is a piece of writing which the words are chosen for their beauty and sound and are carefully arranged, often in short lines that rhyme. So, for now, our class activity, I want you to make 2 types of poems. Understood?
Is that too hard? Yes, can we have just one poem? I hate reading poems,
Silent, please. Okay. To answer your first question, yes, it may be hard, but I know that you can do it. I want you to make poems and that's it. Lastly, making poem is not that hard. So it will be in a nice way in expressing our emotions, feelings in a creative way. So allow me to explain the activity further. So there are 2 types of poems you need to make. First, you will create a poem that uses your first language. Again, our first poem is you need to create a poem that uses your first language. So for example, if you're in Arab, then your poem will be in Arab. If you're Korean, your poem will be in Korean, and then you need to translate it to the class afterwards.
Wow, that's nice, teacher. That will be easy.
I thought it's hard.
So do I.
Yes. I know that. That's why you enroll in this subject. So the reason why I want you to make this poem is because I need to see how well you are using your English language. Also, this would be an exercise for you to enhance and improve your skills in English language. Not just that, but also to improve your first vocabulary and second is your creativeness. You can also share to your classmates your language, and I know that every one of you here wanted to explore different languages.
That will be interesting. We can make different languages. Yeah, cool. I want to learn Japanese language. Sure, my language is easy. It's really not that hard to learn. I also want to learn Spanish. Could you teach me Irish?
Yeah, sure, that would be nice.
That's good, class. I'm happy that you are interested in exploring different languages. So, will you share your poem and try to translate it in English? so we can understand it.
Teacher, I have suggestion. What if you would join us in this activity? I am rolling to learn Philippine language.
You, Sydney. So she's a Filipino too, but I will be glad also to share to you our national language. So that's good idea. So are we clear to our activity?
Excuse me, teacher. What should be our content in making points?
Nice question. Well, it depends on what you're going to put on your poem. So just make it with passion.
Thanks, teacher.
So you will present your output in the class next week. So am I understood?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, class, dismissed. Okay, I am very happy with your performance. So you did well and I can see how you put efforts on your pieces. So thank you everyone. Now, what you have to learn in our activity or what did you learn upon doing our activities?
For me, I have learned that no matter how different our languages, we can still find ways to communicate with each other.
Very good. So another one. Can I hear it? Yes?
I also learned to appreciate other nations' languages.
Excellent. So that's a good thing that you have class. So it is very nice to appreciate one's language or culture. So another one. Yes, please.
We should always be proud to our language, culture, and traditions. Being able to differentiate and similarize our languages helps us to know more and appreciate more.
Very good class. So I am very much happy today. So you can appreciate other languages. So that's our goal in this activity. And you have achieved it. I hope that you will do that anywhere and everywhere. So it is so much wonderful to appreciate each other no matter what we are, where we are, or who we are. No matter what differences we have, we should appreciate each other. So thank you so much for your participation in our activity. So I hope you have learned so much and keep those learnings forever. So goodbye class, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye, teacher.
Thanks, teacher.
Yeah?
You teach me Irish?
Yeah, sure. You should teach me.
Yeah, cool. I want to learn Japanese too.
Since we are not
Irish? Yeah, sure. I can teach you your language.
the three kinds of compound.
Wait lang, kanina ni Isa ang kamot.
Grabe lagi sila.
Wait lang, kanina nasa kamot, tilok pa.